Why hello there, welcome back to TMR Illusioneering. Today we are talking about the Little Mermaid Ride, both in Anaheim, California at Disneyland, as well as Orlando, Florida at Walt Disney World. So we're going to talk about the mechanics as well as the end scenes to make the storytelling a little bit more cohesive and just a little bit more linear. So let's have a look at the Illusioneering of the Little Mermaid Ride. Let's take a closer look at the ride-through itself of the Little Mermaid Ride and see some of the things we're talking about with the storytelling at the end. So when you start, you load the ride vehicles here, kind of in the station, and then you go under this like ship, this scuttled ship, where you meet Scuttle, of course, telling the story, introducing you to Ariel and the things she wants. You come around the corner as you go underwater. It's a really cool effect, guys. You see bubbles all over the ride car. It actually seems like you're plunging underwater. It's really neat. So you come down and around this corner and you see this projection type screen. It's like a video screen of sorts, and you actually look up to see Ariel above you swimming, which is really cool. As you come across this, you then turn this corner and you see Ariel's menagerie. It's really neat, guys. So once you get to this side, you have like the statue of Eric. She's singing her song. You have Sebastian popping in and out of this box. It's a really fun scene. And then, as you come around the corner even more, you get past the animatronics, all that stuff. There's fish as you interlude into the Under the Sea. So Sebastian singing the songs of Under the Sea. There's sharks, there's octopus, there's all kinds of fun things going on in that room. It's a really fun, festive area in the ride. So then there's like a left turn into the darkness. You go into the witch's lair where you have, of course, Flotsam and Jetsam going into the whale's bones, into the sea witch's lair, into Ursula's lair, where she is charming and enchanting Ariel with her song and dance and potions and spells and knickknacks, bric-a-bracs, all that fun stuff, guys. This animatronic, let me tell you, is fantastic. It is one of my favorite to date at Disney. This animatronic, like, leaps and bounds. It looks like it's lifted out of the page. Really awesome, really fluid movements. Ursula animatronic, one of the greats. So you come across the Sea Witch, she takes Ariel's voice, you come up out of the water where you start to transition to the Kiss the Girl scene with Eric in the boat with Ariel. This is another favorite scene of mine because, of course, you have a lot of these fishes. You have a great animatronic of Sebastian on a piece of grass. And then again, sprouting water. You have the animatronics in the boat about to smooch. It's a really fun scene, really well done, really well crafted for how tiny and compact it is. And then we have the rapid ending of Ursula just kind of bubbling away in a cauldron, melting like, oh, what a world, like witches do. So Ursula, out of nowhere, is like eroding, and then Ariel's kissing Eric, getting her voice back. All's well and ends well. Then you go into celebration mode, King Triton, and again, they're getting married and everything's wrapped up rapidly. You have Scuttle telling the end of the story, but this is what we're talking about. It's a very quick, rapid ending. The rest of the pieces of this story fit really nice. You have Ariel in her menagerie wishing for something more. She wants to be where the people are. Sebastian then singing It's Better Under the Sea. You transition to the witch's lair to get the sinister evil of the plot line in there. And then, of course, stealing her voice, you have to kiss the girl. And then you rapidly, like, Ursula is melting and they're back and they're celebrating and they're married. It's a very rapid ending for this linear story. I know they crammed a lot in a little area, but let's take a look at this end scene, how we can maybe transition that and tell the story a little bit more in depth. Right here, TMR Illusioneering. Let's have a look. For those that know the story of the Little Mermaid, this will be a little bit more obvious with the storytelling at the end. For those that don't, just follow along. Now this whole scene where Ursula is eroding, we're still going to utilize, but let's change it up. Let's use a ship here. So we have this cool like ship mast and screen. So it would be a three-dimensional ship here that you could actually go under, and then the rest of it would be like this screen that you could watch. So on the screen projected, you could actually have Ursula like growing that would be really cool, and it could cohesively, seamlessly enter into the ship, so part of the screen could be the ship to make it look like it's animated and actually floating on the water. Really cool. And then going under it, maybe some fog effect to create some of the wake. Really neat. And then transitioning to the next scene, which for those that know the celebration scene, it's very open. It utilizes some good space, but it could get cut in half. And what I mean by that is this. You could have the end scene where Ursula is actually eroding, not just some weird little mini thing in the back corner. You could have the animatronic legs or tentacles of Ursula kind of erratically trying to swim and surface, while you have, again, a screen projecting the ship and everything in the finer details. But, again, live animatronic with screen integration, as well with the ship. Live animatronic, physical set with screen integration. Then you can have a shortened celebration scene. You have King Trident still there celebrating with his daughter Ariel as she gets her voice back. It's not the exact same as the chapel scene, but if you wanted one or the other, you could interchange these easily. But if you wanted both to tell the complete story, you could put this at the end as you exit. Now for those that know the end of the ride, Scuttle kind of wraps up the story, which you could still have Scuttle here wrapping up some of the story, and this obviously wouldn't be here in No Man's Land, but it could face the exit of the ride vehicle, because for those, again, that know the ride, you're in those shells and they turn that way again so you can exit. So why not have a little exit wave scene where you have bride and groom portrait waving goodbye, much like Snow White's Spooky Adventure in Disneyland. So a nice ending where they're waving goodbye. You get all the scenes you had before, but a little bit more storytelling as to why Ursula is just back there having a party. Tell us what you think about it, guys. Go ahead in the comments. Let us know. Did you like this ending? Did you like our idea? I mean, did you like the ship idea? You could go under the mast. Imagine that, going under the mast of a ship as you could see Ariel, or Ursula rather, growing, and then you transition to this animatronic. What do you guys think? Let us know right in the comments. Boom, right there. Let us know what you're thinking. Well, that wraps up this segment of TMR Illusioneering with the Little Mermaid Ride. If you guys liked our ending of the ride and the way we kind of linearly told the story a little bit more clearly, a little bit more like the movie, go ahead and tell us about us in the comments. Tell us what you liked, whether it was the ship's mast or the animatronic Ursula fins or condensing the actual 2 celebration scenes. Just let us know right in the comments below. And if you liked it, of course, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. More Illusioneering on the way. And we will see you next time here at TMRProductionStudios.com for our news blog and another adventure. Congaloosh.